Hello. I wanted to take a minute to go over some new functionality to our project entry screen that was added in version 4.32, which is our September 30th, 2020 release. Specifically, we're leveraging some of the work we've already done in Project Entry. Project Entry, again, is is a screen that allows a user to do a number of things, but most notably compare multiple formulas against each other. In this case, I happen to be comparing one version of this formula to another version of a formula, but simultaneously, I'm creating a new version or a new formula off of one of those versions. So what I've really got here is I've got three different versions that I'm looking at. And the use case that we've got is as people are building formulas, one of the things that they want to do is create a trial batch to be able to do a test batch in their environment to try out the new formula. Maybe they'll take a sample and send it to a customer or whatever. So what I've got is I've got this third formula, the trial number 3, is actually a modified formula of one of the others. And basically what I did is I took this formula the second trial, and I made a copy of it to the new one and called it new red and made a couple of modifications. You can see the first line and another line have been modified. And what we want to do now is be able to create a batch from this so that we can go do a test batch in our test environment. And we've added a new icon here that says create batch from trial. Just select that. Dialog box comes up and it asks, in what facility do you want to create this? My default production facility is a facility called Georgia. And what I'm wanting to do is actually make this facility my R&D lab. So it's going to have batch tickets that are relative to the R&D lab, separate and apart from my regular production. So I've created an additional facility out there just to handle these types of batches. The other thing to note is I actually have a structure, a template formula out there used for R&D. I can have instructions in there and other things like that. In the future, you'll be able to have quality and parameters and things like that. But for now, what you've got is a structure of a formula. Mine happens to be empty, but you could also have other things like instructions and things like that in there. All you've got to do is pick that formula. By the way, each time you come into the screen, it'll remember what you did last time. So the R&D lab will be selected and my template R&D formula would be here. So in this case, what we're going to do is just say create the batch. The batch has been created. RD is my prefix for my R&D lab batches. And then I've got a sequential counter, and so I'm up to number 7. From here, I can navigate to the batch. Just click on this, and it actually opens up batch entry. And opens up that particular batch. And now I'm ready to go forward. Probably I would scale or size this batch to a particular level, maybe 100 grams or something like that, whatever my process is. But at this point, I've now got a standardized batch that I'm ready to start consuming some raw materials and make my sample and see how things go. Anyway, we hope that helps. Let us know what we can do further around the batch entry, and we'd love to hear your feedbacks on how this has been helpful to you. Thanks a lot and have a great day.